The government's launched its long-awaited 10-year plan to drive economic development in Tasmania. It aims to transition the state's old industries such as forestry, but it's already been criticised for lacking long-term vision.
It's taken 18 months to develop and its price tag remains secret, but Tasmania now has an economic development plan. The Prime Minister helped launch the long-awaited document.
I have been here a lot lately.
Labor hopes the plan will help improve the state's prosperity over the next decade.
We will no longer accept mediocrity.
Disappointing in regard that Labor's long-term vision is 10 years, whereas the Greens would take a much longer-term view.
It's Labor's first major economic plan since taking power 13 years ago. Its main goals include accelerating planning reforms and making the most of the state's competitive advantages.
Tasmania is well positioned for a future where water equals wealth.
Words are one thing, action's another.
There's a lot of detail that sits in behind the economic development plan. In fact, it's about that thick.
A new unit will be established to attract major investment to Tasmania. The plan aims to grow regional communities using $120 million of Commonwealth funding.
People will be able to have their say and to guide this process.
I don't think it's an economic development plan to have the federal government compensate Tasmanians for losing their jobs.
But the cash will only flow if Parliament approves the $276 million intergovernmental forest agreement.
The upper house will need to make a decision about whether they want to be a part of the conversation for the future or they want to play politics.
I am under no illusion that at times this will be painful and daunting, as confronting change is never easy.
The government's discovered that as it attempts to rein in spending. But it's informed Centrelink it plans to shed 1,700 employees over the next 3 years.
These are 1,700 jobs. I think the government needs to look at that. If they're going down the path of an economic development plan, they're starting off at minus 1,700.
Government agencies are still determining which regions and departments will bear the brunt of the job cuts. Brad Markham, ABC News.